So doing our first tub talk out here. This is Biz and Sable. Say hi.
Hello.
Weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
So doing some tub talk. Yeah, this seems to be the time that we talk about MSF anyway. So sitting out in the hot tub, drinking beer. She's got her water. And yeah, talk about MSF.
Yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly.
And the Spider Society.
Trash.
So today's release is what, Penny?
Yep.
Who is what, a tech skill?
Apparently.
Got the tool, the dual tag. And she's what, the support for the team? Gives them barrier and other stuff like that?
Yep. And apparently you need them at a 4-4 to get through the levels of kiln they're required for.
And the release method isn't out yet.
I've heard the 6th of next month, but I don't know.
And kiln will be over before her method is out to release to get her.
Yep.
And she's going to be for a new spotlight raid that we're going to have them all probably going to have at a certain level in order to do stuff in that, because a bunch of greedy motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't see them coming out in the next 6 months, though. There's just no way. Alpha Flight's not even out, and that's 3 months down the line for that.
Well, I think the raids are supposed to be just like, I don't know if it's one team plus others. It's not like...
Well, the Excel spreadsheet shows you need Alpha Flight, you need Spider Society, then there was Mystic, Bio, or plain Mystic, and then like Mystic non-skills, or I don't know.
So it's Alpha Flight is the team that we're going to be shortchanged on as far as the start, not a Spider Society. But then once again, did the campaign thing where you have to have a final character, and they're ending the campaign before the event to get her.
Yep.
Even though they said they wouldn't.
But this one had already technically been in the works and planned before they said that.
Oh, okay.
But they also said, what, we're getting seasonal milestone orbs when they put Emma in the milestone 2 orb.
Yeah.
Ha ha. Yeah.
How long ago was that? How many seasons?
They also said years and years ago we would never do gold spending events that required all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like every time they say something, they got against it or something else. And then they believe it on time or the player's
Yeah,
voice.
or a new developer comes into the game and says,
Sorry,
oh, well, this would be
player's voice.
fun.
Yeah, the new developer. Yeah, that's the other excuse. We have a new owner. We have a new company. We have a new dev. Like, yeah.
To make this company look profitable. So, hey, payer's voice, can you get people to spend? Hey, envoys, can you get people to buy this team?
Oh,
we gotta look profitable.
That's the other thing, too. Make sure that we make the envoys look like they're envoys and they're not yet being paid to play this game. Put out some, video where, you guys talk about it and act like you don't actually get kickbacks.
Yeah.
In any
Make
way.
a joke about it.
It's not like you get to practice with test servers for 4 days before an event comes out.
Oh, but the test servers are never guaranteed to be accurate.
Or get to test Crucible stuff, 3 days before Crucible comes out.
Yeah. Or have access to private Discord servers that people exchange tips and tricks.
Yeah.
And all the bugs and the workarounds to get these bugs to work.
Well, like I told people in the Alliance the other day, it's like, I'm a firm believer that if you come up with information on your own that's in game, by all means, only disseminate that between you and your alliance mates or whoever you want to, as far as you trust. But if you get something from scope lead, devs, test server, things like that, that's for everybody.
Yep.
That's not my Patreons first,
right,
and then everybody. That's not my alliance first, then everybody. That's everybody first. Now, those that within your Patreons and within your alliance might see the fact the video came up first, but that's a for everybody knowledge.
Yep. Just like all these dumbasses who are making all these counter sheets and charging people.
Yeah, charge.
You make it live on stream. I can screenshot that shit, make my own, and give it away for free.
Yep.
You shouldn't be charging. If you're treating this like your job, that's what you're doing, is making content to help the community.
I would think.
not divide the community by
Well, they're
only the
helping their own
payers can get it.
pockets, so that way they can buy these new tubes that come out, so that they can test them. So then they can tell us how to use them, and then we pay for them, and it's just a circle of profit. That's what it is. And the more people that listen, the more subs they get, the more cash they bring in, the more bunkers they can make, the more gear they can get.
It's just greed. And with all these events, it's just blatant throwing in your face the greed. You know, you've got Kiln that, oh, but with RNG, and if you restart that level 11 times, you can get to level 44 if you really try and you have a 4-4.
Bro, they had that one guy on the other day with the top streamer guy, and he was a guest, and he's like, I spent 2 hours doing this one level. Like, who that has a regular job, a regular family, and a regular income has 2 hours to spend on one level?
Yeah, restarting it just to get the right RNG.
And if you do, more power to you. I mean, go for it. If you got all the time in the world to do it, like, go for it. But not every Tom, Dick, and Harry does.
Nope.
Especially not a normal player. So the fact that one dude was able to get 2 hours in, get through that one node, devs are like, oh, okay, so it's doable. Cool. We're going to leave it.
Yep.
Nah.
Because this one guy who decides to spend $1,000 day one on an event finishes the event and finishes the milestone points required. They're like, oh, well, we can move the milestone further and further along because, oh, all these people are finishing it.
Yeah. Wow, they finished it so
right?
easy. This is
At
way
this
too
point,
easy.
I'm not even going to get the monthly piece in the pod bullcrap.
Nah, because it's too far ahead. Because now they require you to have Spider Society at 5 stars.
But you can't even get it.
How do you get 5 stars without using your wallet?
And
You
the
know what
one
you're doing.
Bob, you can't even get him to 5 stars in this event.
Oh, I know where you can get it. No, you can't get it in bumps.
Oh.
It's Cabal. Cabal just got put there. I was like, oh, you get it in bumps, so you can hoard, but don't hoard. But yeah, you can't even get that. None of the bumps is Cabal. They're not even there yet. Bumps. What a ridiculous name. But I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Basic Ultimates Mega Premium.
Yeah.
Special?
Special.
What was the special one?
I don't
Ultimate?
know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't even.
It's the one the envoys get.
Probably.
It's the special part.
We'll never know. We're not good enough for that program.
Nah. They
Because we're too good at people. We
they
do
changed-
too much good for people.
changed the way the program's done, so I gotta wait. It's all good. I'll wait. You know, if I get in Envoy, it doesn't really bother me. I just want to help people out. If helping people out is doing my own thing, then fine. If it's helping 20 people out that actually want to listen, cool. If it's helping 300 people, cool. If it's helping 1,000,000 people, cool. As long as I'm trying to help somebody.
Yeah. I just want access to the graphics. They've got other people who get these graphics handed to them.
That
They
aren't even
create
envoys.
no content. Like that
They
aren't
make a
on-
bot for Discord.
right, and they're an envoy asking for money every time you use the bot.
Yeah.
Like, no thanks. Like, let me have some of these graphics so I don't have to go find my own or make my own, so I can make content for my alliance to help them out.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like, that old grandpa sitting on the porch, get off my lawn, but it's like, man, I kind of remember and miss the old days. Unfortunately, the casino, because of what he did, but also like, Shano and Mendogs and Cheeseburger or something like that. Cheeseburger, yeah. Thor, is that Philosopher? Hey guys. It's like, I don't know, they put out content all the time. It was interesting, it was different, it was
They
their
were
own
helpful
thoughts.
to the players,
I-
but they were taking away views from the big dogs, and the big dogs pushed them out. And that's
Yeah.
the problem, is that this is the good old boys club, and anybody that comes in to disrupt and take away my one view, oh no,
Yeah.
we gotta push you down.
Your
You should be
time
rising
interrupting my
everyone
time.
up.
Yeah, everybody should be working together. Like even Poor Sticks, like he doesn't even stream it anymore. Like I don't even know if he plays anymore, to be honest. There's so many people they ran off because of crappy whatever. Carrot, it's another one. He ain't playing no more. His Noodles ain't playing no more. It became a job because it's too much screen time. And now they put out a mode they want you to spend 2 hours on to try to get by one node of something that's 40 to a realistic player is 35 levels high.
I made it to 31 just because why do I need to level up my Pegasus to G18? I don't got enough teal gear to level up all these people. Sorry, they're not an Apex War team or Crucible team for me.
Yeah, it gets you through raids.
Kestrel carries it through the raid. Why do I need to level up the rest?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, she carried me through that node too, to be honest.
I hit auto.
Look, I'm tired of it. It's taking too long.
I gotta get back to my war practice.
I mean, if you break it down, like, how long is the kiln thing around for? 6, 7 days? Something like that. So if you broke it down, say 42, if they did 6 levels a day, I guess, it kind of makes sense to do that way. But
If your people rehealed every day, sure.
no, I'm saying
But they
though,
don't.
but like just going through and taking your time at it rather than just trying to press all through it at one time. But
Yeah,
no, I
keeping
got
your
you.
cooldowns and your energy just right for the next
Oh
node.
gosh, yeah,
Well,
so annoying.
If I wanted to play Dark Dimensions, I'd be beating my head against the wall to play
No.
Dark
Dimensions, it resets every day. You get your health
Yeah.
back.
Exactly.
No.
This don't. Like, if I wanted to beat my head against a wall, I'd manually blitz.
But then they do tower. You know, tower is the same nightmare that just make it more and more difficult. Like,
Because I got to keep the Krakens and the top end players happy because there's nothing for them to do. They've got everything maxed out.
yep.
They can beat everything.
Well, maxed
They can
out plus
sim
3 diamonds,
everything.
don't forget that.
So, what do they got to do? You got to give them something interesting to do.
Yeah.
But who cares about the rest of the players? New players, if I started last month, there's no way I would still be playing.
I wonder what the population. I mean, I understand it's disproportionate with the amount of money spent, but I really wonder what the population percentage of in-game players versus newer players is, and how many people are having just a shit experience. Like you saw, even that top streamer guy, he put it out. The beginner experience was horrible. He didn't like it. Like awesome. Like,
But then he gave it a week, and then he was, oh, this is great, this is epic, this is amazing.
well, it's probably got a couple of kickbacks.
Exactly.
You know,
He got a talking to. No, we're redoing the new player experience. This is way better.
You go back and redo that video. Yeah.
Like, no, even with the boosted account, then you have no training mats. You're getting to an incursion in a month, but you haven't built up the
What
other
are you
raids.
boosting? The levels?
Yeah, you're just,
What are you
okay,
gonna
now
do with
level
more
100.
levels?
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, great. You're a level 100 account. Awesome.
And I can raise 1 tune a day.
Maybe
If you're lucky.
5 levels, and then we're talking in the 60s. Now, once you get into the 80s, 90s, 100s, that's not a level a day. Like, I was trying to tell, there was this dude in our alliance, Niaz, and he was like, hey, like, how much gold do you spend a day? I'm like, 1.5 million is what you should spend a day. And he's like, that's not even enough to do like a level. And I'm like, well, like, you're level like 75, like, until you get to 95, you shouldn't have anybody above level 85. Like, that should be your max. And then maybe your 5 arena team people, maybe. But other than that, like, not until you get to that top should you start bringing other teams up other than your arena team and whatever raids you're currently in. Like, that should be it. Everything else should stay down nice and low so you're able to build it up, work it, use your time. It's just they're trying to rush. Because they see that level cap. It's like, oh, I'm at 95. Let's bring them all to 95. No, you don't have the resources to bring people to 95.
And we did when it was back at 60s and 70s. I
Because
could
the
have
percentage of gold.
90% of my roster.
Right, because the percentage of gold to the level you were at
Now
actually
when
made
it's
sense.
like 1.9 mil to go from like 90
I
to
love it.
like 91, I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that, no thanks.
Yeah, that's way too much.
Like, I was looking today to upgrade somebody, and I'm like, well, he's gonna cost me 1.5. Then I don't have my gold left for supplies and anything else I might need. So let's level somebody else instead that I can bring up half the level.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be hard. All they'd have to go in to do is when they do those gear increases, it just lower the number of the ADCs that they need for the next level. If you lowered that, it would lower the amount of gold spit for the next level. It would make it so that they wouldn't rise in power, so get power creep so fast because we're needing so many more ABCs per level for these tones.
Yeah.
And then we keep the gold down a little bit. I mean, it wouldn't be as big of a hike. Like, remember, like 70 to 71 was like a huge change, and then 72 wasn't as much and stuff like that. Like, if they did that so that it was like 71 to 72, they did that for every level, so it wasn't really that much of a change, but it was a boost to your character.
Yeah.
It would help.
Along those lines, if you go back to the challenges, how long ago did we get a new challenge update?
Yeah.
And how long after we got teal gear did they finally put teal gear in those? If you just added a 0 to every one of those challenges, your rewards you're getting, that right there would be a huge adjustment to the economy.
Yeah.
And level things out a little bit better.
Yeah, but make all their prices differently. They have to recalculate all the store things in order to make it so it's worthwhile. They have to redo, like, how many mods you get per levels for campaigns too, and maybe raise those. It's just, it's work, honey. It's work. It means they got to go into their game and actually fix things. You can't just put a band-aid on it and put out a new thing.
I'm sorry, how does something go from working to all of a sudden not working, and you're a billion-dollar company and you don't have enough servers to handle opening orbs that worked for how many months?
Yeah. And I mean, you can't blame it on the influx of players, because we have the same amount of players as we had. Hey, here, I got a way for you to clean up your servers. Delete all those accounts that have been gone for 300 days.
Start dropping accounts.
Yeah.
Clean up the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Because it's evident you don't know how to run a leaderboard, considering DD6 says I haven't finished it. I got stuff 6 months ago, so...
Yeah.
But yet...
like, they do that with banks. If you're gone for a certain amount of time, they send you, like, hey, your money's going to be, sent off to the government unless you come in and do it, like, why not do that? Like, hey, your account's going to be archived, unless you get in and play it. And if they don't, like 30 days, 60 days, like give it time. So we're not seeing them in Crucible as well. Not seeing them in Arena, we're not seeing them in Crucible, we're not seeing them on the stupid leaderboards anymore. Like, their account gets archived, they're taken out of there, we don't have to deal with them no more. And it frees up space on your server. Put them in some kind of, cloud server or something. So if they do come back, they can message you like, hey, here's my account, blah, blah.
Reactivate it.
Yeah, I need to reactivate it.
Nor if they decide to sell it, because, that's okay to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're going to have those players that want to sell it. They're going to come in every 30 days or whatever it is, like, grab stuff.
Yep.
Like,
open your order.
But, I mean, really, if you think about it, it's not worth selling an account if it's gone for 30 days anyways. You're so far out of, everything else. You got to build back up. So you got to be playing it every day.
How many tunes?
Yeah, you got to be playing it every day, even if you're trying to sell it. So
at this rate, you're missing fortunes a month.
Yeah, the selling accounts is crazy. Can't believe that. Yeah, the one of my accounts was given to me. Sweet, by a player that was leaving the game forever ago, and it was super small. Awesome, and I have it now, and I've been playing it for 3 years. So, what do you do? I didn't buy it. Yeah, you did. It was given away.
Because he didn't want his effort going to waste.
Yeah. Which I get that. I get giving an account to somebody else. I can appreciate when that happens. I mean, that happened to the color guy who does streaming. That happened to the weird father. He got one given to him. Like, those make sense. That's kind of cool. Like, if somebody's retired from the game, they want you to use their account. Fine, that's fine. The selling accounts, ugh.
To recoup what you spent on the game?
Yeah, that's trash. And like that dude that we had in our alliance that we found out was just doing that. Yep. Remember that? He was bringing up accounts, we kicked him. The one that had the crossbones is his avatar. But yeah, he was just leveling up accounts, and then he would sell them. He'd get to a point and he'd sell them. And he kept on doing that with account after account after account. It was like, bro, really? You're making this into a business? Like, what do you get for these things? Well, that's nuts. Yeah. How much time you have to spend? How much money you have to make that worthwhile too? Like, we log into 50 accounts a day. You know how much time that would be to do that?
Unless you had that many blue stacks and that much PC power.
And then what? To sell them for $50 a piece?
I would probably a couple hundred, depending on what levels and what stuff
I
they
don't know
had.
how you'd be able to get them
Be
that quick.
profitable,
Nah, it wouldn't make much sense. I don't know why he's doing it.
especially not at $100 a tune. You got to unlock now.
Well, 50, but yeah, I got you. Depends on your country. If you live in Aussie land, yeah, it's almost $100.
But that's not on them. That's on the exchange rate,
We'll make it less in the U.S. and we'll make it less for them.
right?
Give us it to it at 25, make it 50 for
A
them.
billion-dollar company in the height of a pandemic, where
Trying to
people
make
were
money.
losing their lives, losing their jobs, and all they did was hike prices and make the game completely pay to play. It is not a free-to-play game.
Well, back then we had time to be able to put into it because they don't want to work as much. Now we don't have as much time. It's like they have things that fit more time. 2 hours into one level.
Right?
Put more time into things, and you don't get as much out
But
of it.
it's
because of the
quality
content.
screen time. They wanted quality screen time.
Well, if they
Nobody
wanted,
need less screen
if
time.
they wanted quality screen time, why did they reduce the blitz to 1 hour?
Right?
You know what I mean?
And why have we gotten this world boss, alliance boss thing that they've been promising for 2 years now?
Yeah. Yeah, they say quality screen time, and they reduce the time of the blitzes to 1 hour.
And they added Crucible, which is complete garbage.
This was garbage.
Because you're pinning the pay-to-play players up against free-to-play players because they hate Crucible, so they're just going to stay there in that 50% range.
Yeah.
And we can't get past them because every team's a 3 million power team. No matter skill's going to pass that.
No, but here's the thing.
You could double tap every team, but you're
Here's
still
the
going to
thing.
lose.
If you do an amazing job and you do get past them, and you tie those guys,
Yep.
they get the win because
Yep.
they got a bigger
They got the
TC.
bigger
You just
TC.
suck it. Suck it.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it is stupid. Yeah, Crucible's a joke. Keep on adding new rules, make it harder, give us less and less time to learn these things, putting more and more money in the Patreon's pockets because you got to go here to get these, whatever. It's like, I don't know.
You want to know what counters this? Pay me on Patreon.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't have the time to sit there and try to go through figuring out what team beats what or use your secret spreadsheet, that's passed around the interwebs, trying to figure out what team beats what in what way and watch videos and rehearse.
Yep. Well, then you got those other
It's a
content
toilet
creators.
game.
Those other toilet
Games, yeah.
content creators who created this war counter sheet who their own alliance doesn't
Didn't
even
use it.
use.
Yeah, that was funny.
They didn't have any of those teams on defense, and they didn't even use those teams against those teams on defense.
And they saw our war teams and they're like,
Exactly. They couldn't beat us.
No, because it is
We
drones.
work wiped them.
They don't and that's the thing that I like about our alliance because we do go through and we practice and we talk about things. We mix up teams and put them on defense and try them out, and we work on it inside the alliance and then share with everybody in our alliance and like, hey, this is what we saw.
We see a weird team on defense. Okay, I'm gonna give this a whirl, like my team today.
Yeah.
I thought for sure I could beat that team. It didn't work, but now we know.
Yeah.
This doesn't beat Cabal.
Yeah. Everybody.
Try this.
And then you see somebody do it in the next room and you're like, no, look, I already put on there, it doesn't work.
Yep.
No, it's just, I don't know.
And then you got others. I'm like, dude, this totally spanks that team. And then they go in and get obliterated. And
Somehow lose. Yeah.
like, how did you lose? Did you do this, and that? Well,
Especially skilling. That guy, it doesn't matter what combo I tell him to do, he goes in it and he gets a loss.
yeah. I just go in big dick swinging and, use a sledgehammer to hammer in a penny nail.
Well, I mean, if it works, it works. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it works. Other times you go in and you got a 2 million team going against a 1 million team. You're like, oh, I got this, and you get obliterated.
Right?
You're like, how the hell did that happen? Like, out of time, those first couple wars with out of time, man, that threw me for a loop. The ones who figured it out, pretty easy, not a problem. Now it's just making sure everybody's on board.
Yep. Well, same with when Rebirth was, epic last war. Once we figured out, okay, this is what you do, hit auto.
Yeah. But it's just getting people to, I guess, buy in too, is what helps with that.
Yeah.
We have a pretty good buy-in with our alliance, I think.
Well,
for
it's
the most part.
T4s. My team's going to be built different than everybody else's teams. T4s,
Yeah,
size
because
of
you
each
don't spin
tune.
your T4s.
Not on trash gyms, though. I don't.
No, not on offense. That's on defense. You max them out. On offense, not so much.
Do the important ones
Yeah.
occasionally.
Yeah. No, I do like we do a good job talking though. It's nice. It's nice being people that you get along with, trust. It's a good alliance. And then Scopely comes around and try to pull us all apart by putting special spotlight raids in where
Yep.
people are going to have these certain tunes at certain levels. And now we're going to mix up the strike teams and make it even more difficult for the leaders to be able to do.
That way,
disseminate
spenders are only
amongst
with
them.
spenders, and free to play can stay
Oh
down
my
at the bottom with
gosh.
free to play freeloaders.
And so, like, the percentage probably for that. And then they're going to up the 100% to make it so that you're even more on your teammates because the goal to get 100% is even that much higher stakes. Because we gave you the skill team, it's at the end of the raid. We told you, so now you better 100% it. So fucking dumb. So dumb. Yeah, and then let's split the strike teams in 4. So it's confusing.
But,
So that you have
but
those
if you
players
can't figure
that
that out, you need to delegate to more people in your alliance. So there's 4 of you working on the layouts for the raids.
Yes. Delegate to more people, and then in-game have no way to communicate.
Yep. No way of messaging who's on what strike team, who's with who. No, all gonna be outside of the game.
I'm going to
for that.
open PMs and I'm going to message, but if I put the same thing in each PM, guess what? It's called spam and it stops you from messaging in game.
Yep.
It's so dumb.
And then you have this web store that takes you out of game to get rewards and to buy on.
Right.
It's like they don't want you to play their game, but then they
No.
want you to play their game.
Well, if they go client-based like Star Wars did, then you can just be online the whole time. Everything's going to be there. Then you don't have to worry about carrying your phone around. You can carry your whole computer.
Oh yeah.
But you can't play it on a Chromebook because they don't allow those things. So you better buy a good laptop, a PC.
That has at least 16 gigs of RAM, and
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna need a lot of processing power.
Yeah, and then the phone thing is you're going to go up to push people out of the phones and tablets. I think they've already pushed people out of the tablets for the most part. You have to have specific ones. You can't have any older ones. You have to have new versions.
And even that is almost not enough to run it.
Yeah,
Brand
it's
new.
slow sometimes. Well, that new one that you got me, that one's nice. Like, it runs it, but guess what? All I have is Marvel Strike Force and
Yeah.
on it. That's it. I don't have anything else on that. I have a lap or a tablet that we paid $207 on it that's specifically for Marvel Strike Force.
Yep. But it doesn't have data, so you can't really play it on,
Yeah, you have
certain
to have
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Yeah, Wi-Fi is slow sometimes.
Like,
So
and or it won't even open.
people who might be listening, if you want to play Marvel Strike Force, go out and buy a $207 tablet and only put Marvel Strike Force on it. That's the way to go.
Well, thank
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's pretty sad.
It's pretty sad.
But even on, my S23 Ultra,
I'll take that.
like, it doesn't even run that smooth on there if I wanted to turn and maximize the graphics and use my phone to its fullest potential.
Are we Big D throwing it out there?
Oh, I mean,
My
yours.
Z Fold,
Yeah, I
you know. Z Flip, Z Fold, Z Fold.
You have the full.
Z Fold. My Z Fold. It plays it beautifully and it's a nice large screen. I get sure to
But it's
flip it out like
square.
that.
The screenshots
It's square.
are terrible.
Screenshots are great.
Nah, too big. I don't like it.
You said it, not me.
Oh.
No, but it's just crazy the way they keep on upping and upping and upping.
And who knows, the next update, you could be shit out of luck. If you've played this game since launch, I could be shit out of luck because I'm not going to upgrade to the next phone
Right.
with the next upgrade.
Right.
It may not play on any phones
Yeah,
older than the next generation.
right.
And then what? You've spent 6 years playing this game, and now you got to go spend $3,000 on a brand new phone because
Dude,
it's the only thing
phones
that'll
are
run it.
not cheap anymore.
No, they're ridiculously priced. It's a computer in your pocket,
Yeah.
so it's somewhat understandable,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's, again, back to the greed. It probably costs them 50 cents a phone to make.
Probably.
But yeah, then you're screwed. So all these people, if you're not upgrading what you're playing it on, there goes no matter how much money you've spent on Marvel Strike Force. You're not getting it back unless you're SOL.
Yeah.
Your account, you might as well sell it. Give it
Pretty
to somebody
much.
else.
Give it away.
Or
Yeah.
spend the money on
Don't
a phone.
sell it. Sell it's bad thing. Give it away.
Well, if you sell your account, then you can buy yourself a new phone
You could. Yeah.
and start all over.
I mean, you'd have to have a damn good account, I would think, in order to do that. For a phone, $3,000, $2,000.
That wouldn't surprise me. There's a few accounts in the game I'm still watching. I'm surprised they haven't sold yet.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy to look back on the DD leaderboards and see how many people stopped playing.
Yeah.
They paid how much to be the first couple in those Dark Dimensions? And
Right.
that was a waste.
Tens of thousands of dollars. I think Fate's Fury is the only one that's on every leaderboard.
I think so. He's one of the... And NF... Oh, no, NF's is out. There was a few.
Oh, Elway.
Yeah.
Elway might be one.
The Gizmo account sold because that name got changed.
Yeah.
It's no longer on any of the leaderboards. It's a different name now.
Huh. I'm trying to think
The
who
OG
else would be.
Gizmo?
Yeah, OG.
But they look at.
The one that stole my name back in the
Well,
day.
there's the one that quit and then came back.
Yeah.
And wife. They have different names now that they started.
Yeah. No, but this one was on the leaderboard.
They're
I thought it was
well.
me, but he had one Z and I had two.
Right.
And that was, yeah, back when DD1 was...
Let's see, who else is going to be on every leaderboard? That's the only two I can think of, to be honest. Fate's Fury and Elway. I don't know if you think of any more, if you can find any more, put it in the comments. I have no idea.
DD6 leaderboard doesn't count because it's fucked up, so...
Yeah, they redid that one.
It would have been nice to know when they were starting that over and when it took place, because like I would have reran it just to be on the top 100 to
Right.
finish.
Right?
Like, man,
Yeah, let me get in this real quick. Yeah, no doubt.
But
but now it's unranked. I can't even find I don't have a rank. I'm like, really? That's the one thing we brag for with ourselves in the Alliance about.
Yeah,
well,
when
I
did you
beat it in
finish
this time.
Yeah. How long did you finish? How
It
long
was
did
like
take you?
8,000 and something. It's a good thing I got a screenshot to prove it. Because what if they would have
Who
redid the
knows
leaderboard,
How many zoomies finished it? How many times?
right? And does that reset? So now does it on my output on the achievements to see if that reset? I think it still says I passed it once.
Oh, I would hope so. I could have wanted to reset that. That'd be
Well,
good.
who knows?
Who
Once they
knows?
fix one thing, they mess up another, and it just snowballs. And they need to just take the time and stop making these new game modes and these new tunes. 4 tunes a month. Oh, but we're gonna slow down the release rate. You haven't.
Yeah.
You've sped it up
Yeah.
because you're giving us them farmability
Yeah.
sooner,
A new game mode is fine, but don't make it super hard and make it fun.
right? And
Now
if
what's-
you didn't make these events with 5 leaderboards to leave to one event, maybe
And
then
let
you
me
would
use my
have
whole
more.
roster. Don't make it a cookie cutter where these things have special abilities, or you can only use these teams, or you have to have it in this gear tier. Like, just let me have fun and let me play. Let me
Right.
play with my team.
I
My boss
remember
would be rad.
how many wars ago it was that there was actually a Red Skull team on the defense. And I'm like, yay, I get to use a human.
Right.
Finally get to put my Black Bolt to good use.
Right.
That was fun.
Right. No, it's fun doing those things. And it's like the raids, the way they're coming out of raids, they make it so you have to have these specific teams. Like,
Yep.
I want to be able to look at theory craft. I want to put a team together to be able to get through these nodes. That's what made raids fun.
Yep.
Now it's just like this team, send. This team, send.
Yep. Or this team play it with these abilities and hit these certain tunes and do this certain step.
I
Yeah, or you're not going to make it
Yep.
through. Yeah, or else. Yeah,
No, but it was fun back in Doom when,
doing this
you know, figuring out how to get Magneto to work in there with Jubilee's team and
Yeah.
making a team that worked. And you were
I
like,
think
how does
even
that
Doom
work?
2 had stuff like that, but once I got to Doom 3, it was like,
Mhm.
you couldn't use Darkhold anymore. Like, they were losing unless you had Dorm on them.
Yep.
You couldn't use Axemen anymore unless they were, like, built through, like, to the moon. Like, yeah, it just took away certain things being able to use. Like,
But then they
tech was a
wanted-
nightmare.
They said Crucible was going to be for more theory crafting, but they made the rules so specific that you have to have certain teams in the rooms
Yeah.
if you want to kick ass.
Yeah. Yeah, the rules in the rooms, man. Yeah. Is give a defensive boost. Give them all some extra health on defense, and then let people go to town with offense. Like, do whatever you want.
So,
And
I don't
why,
know why the Crucible ability, though. I don't see why they have these Crucible abilities on tunes. It doesn't make sense.
and why one week does a team destroy a team in a certain room, and then the next week you don't even get to take a turn, and it's the same team you're fighting with the same team.
Yeah. You know how many times they've disrespected Wakanda? I mean, for what
Right.
now? Raid team, epic raid team, epic
And they were
crucible
trash.
team,
Yeah.
epic war team. They're still okay in war, but
There's a few
Boy,
things they can clean up. But like Star-Lord Legendary, make him legendary again. Give some boosts to these older legendary tunes.
right.
You know, and why weren't they dark promos? If you wanted legendaries and special tunes to be these dark promos, then you should have made all legendaries dark promos.
Right, that would make
It's
sense.
an afterthought.
Yeah, it is. It's like, oh shit, we need a way to make money.
We can't give
boy.
red stars. Red stars are too prevalent now.
Yeah.
We have people with hundreds of 7 stars. It took us how many years to get a 7 red orb?
Yeah, right.
And
felt
now we're sitting on like
accomplished when you got
80 of them.
I like that.
Felt accomplished.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got one. I'm gonna save
And then
it.
you opened it and it was a minion. You're like,
Yeah, right.
really?
I'm gonna save it for a special tune and get that tune at that 15% drop for sure.
Nope.
15%, 100% of the time.
Nope. Not
Never.
even.
You'd probably get more out of basic orbs than you would out of the 7-star orbs. Like the special tune or whatever. That's crazy. Yeah, things
There's
change.
just way too many tunes in the orbs now that I've opened, I don't even know how many
Almost
premium
300
orbs.
tunes, yeah.
At this point, I've yet to drop a single Black Knight shard. They go
Oh,
up to like 30 or 40 orbs. I don't even know at this point how many I
Yeah,
have.
if you open them one at a time.
No, I wait till I get to 10 because
Oh.
I'm like, oh, yay, nope, nothing. Oh, here's another 10, nope, nothing. Because they've limited the amount of premium orbs you get.
Yeah, I don't get as many anymore.
Mhm.
I used to get like 20 a week. Now I get maybe 20 a month.
Right? Even milestone orbs, you hardly get those.
Yeah,
Like-
gold orbs, the same.
Yep. Everything
Yeah.
they've diminished.
Bogging them down.
Unless you're farming the certain nodes for. Even
Right.
basic orbs
Yeah.
have diminished how much you get.
Yep. Yeah, maybe. It seems like I get as many basic orbs. Maybe not, because I don't know if the basic orb drops from the new nodes. So maybe not. Maybe that's why. Maybe the basic. I haven't really looked into the basic orbs. They're not that important to me. But you would think the amount of orbs you get increases as the campaign node goes. So like, if you're in the regular hero and you get 40 shards or whatever of an orb, that when you get into the epic hero or the hard hero, that it would be double that in one and maybe another 25% in chapter 2 and another 25% in chapter 3. But I think it's like 100 no matter what you go through. Like, it doesn't increase. It's the same in every one.
But you're doing more work and need to spend more energy to get the same rewards.
Yeah, and for the newer players when they're leveling up, it's just like, oh, it's the same prize as what I had before. Why am I doing it?
Nothing.
Oh, because this new tune that's going to be changed in 3 months is there right now.
Yep.
And we're going to put this other tune, one that you had a year ago, unlocked. I'm not going to put it in the new nodes like
Yep.
it should be.
We're going to take a tune off of a 3-man team and put him on his own 5-man team now. So now you're down to a 2-man team.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take another tune off of another team and put it on this new team
Right.
instead of finishing any of those unfinished teams.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Tickle. It's nothing they can do with that.
Pretty agree.
2099 and Weaver are pretty much by
People
themselves.
complained that Noir was not needed. He's useless. Why did they even bring him out? Well, here you go, Krakens and
There you
Whiners.
go. Yep. You leveled them up.
Yep.
And they kind of saw that coming because, what was it, 2 seasons ago, Crucible, he was all of a sudden being used everywhere because
Oh,
he was
yeah.
fast. And he would get that
Yeah, they were putting him on
offense.
Secret Defenders and
Right.
all kinds of stuff.
And so you're like, oh, writing's on the wall. So just wait, look and see. Because you see that new tune being used by a bunch of CCs and envoys. Guess what? That's why the new one is gonna be. That's why I called out Namor. I called out Namor like a year ago.
Yeah.
Like, watch this, dude. Look, there's a couple of CZs I'm built up high.
Yep.
For no reason.
No
Saying that,
reason.
oh, we're using them with Eternals. Like, okay, yeah, that's great, but why do you have them built up so high?
Yep.
You don't need them except for the passive.
Yep.
You don't need them at 18. So why do you have them built so high? It doesn't
Because
need
they
to
have
survive.
6 month advance notice to build and save and hoard, and then when they start doing it, their alliance sees it, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, he must know something. Wink, wink.
Right.
I actually wink winked too, Walt.
Wait.
I didn't just say wink wink. I wink winked.
Yeah, it looked like she had a seizure.
I don't know how to wink. I'm not very good at it.
Yeah. But we'll see. Hopefully the Spider Society is good for a while.
I
Rather than
can't play it. I have to put it on auto and look away. I can't deal with the baby
tossing. Yeah.
in the game. If it was just him, not the baby, like, there's something as a mother that is just blatantly wrong with having a child witnessing fighting.
Well, it's probably like 80%
Even though I
of
know
dudes
it's a
that play
game.
this game, you know, they don't give two craps.
I know it's a game, and I'm still unlocking him and leveling him up. I'm not gonna not unlock and he'll sit at the bottom of my roster like some other CCs with their devil fantasies. But yeah, I just...
Wait, I don't have them unlocked. You said at the bottom of my roster. Do I have double fantasies? I mean, you would know.
I mean, you got Dormammu. He has Dormammu.
I do, yeah, that's true.
He's epic.
And I use Ghost Riders.
Yep.
So
Scarlet Witch.
So, it's a
I mean, why wouldn't you know how to use
Like,
it?
I mean, why not?
bit like
I mean, then you can look at tunes like Emma. Well, that signifies sin and lust because she's a good-looking, like...
Yeah, on my
It's a bit-
main and my 17 account, I have not unlocked Pavatter, however you say his name, or the Metet. Neither one of those two do I have unlocked.
Right? Yeah.
They're just sitting there.
He needed better artwork and no baby in the game, and I probably would have been okay.
Like, by all means, put a robot in the guy. It's fine. I get
Yep.
that part. But come on. Come on. Don't string him out and have him carry a baby
Yeah.
into battle.
You know, there's just something wrong about that. It just brings up all the memories of watching, you know, news and the TV, seeing kids in a car seat or their parents are dead in the front seat because they OD'd.
Yeah.
You don't bring kids to this shit.
Yeah.
Kids don't need to see crime. I know it's a video game, and there's a million other games I play, whatever,
That are far worse.
that are far worse.
Yeah.
But there's something wrong about watching. I couldn't even watch that movie. It was just garbage.
Right.
With all the flashy lights and then the weirdness. Like,
Well, because they're
There's
used to
something
people
wrong.
watching while they're smoking weed these days. So everybody slow down. It looks cool.
yeah. So, but you know, if I had a louder voice, maybe they would remove the baby and code that out of the game. But I don't.
No,
I
you
don't
have
have that power to change the name.
You have to have the
here.
name of a Bible person and then complain like a squeaky wheel because you're on board.
I don't know, speed some up.
Or something. Whatever it is. CC. Sorry, I meant to say CC, not look away.
But what else? It just, I don't know.
Even if you're extra large.
Right? There's just something wrong with it. And
There's a lot wrong with it.
especially the only that you had blatantly said you weren't gonna change names of tunes like tags, mystics, and skills and all that, and you did that to two
Two.
for this team.
Well, you did it to two, and then you gave them all duels.
Yeah. Like,
And you're like, this is the only time we're going to do it. Bullshit. Because you said that last time.
Right? You said that with doing Kestrel because we were double dipping on the level 100.
Yeah,
with them.
right.
Oh, we can't do that anymore. No dual tags.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nias.
Right?
What's a Nias?
Oh, we're never gonna have another event like this. You've had 20 since you said that.
Yeah. We're going to change every season, the Master.
Yep. But still, yeah. When they put Emma in there.
Seasons change.
Because they didn't want people hoarding the orbs back then.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, we're gonna have seasonal ones.
Yeah.
So don't hoard them, open
Right.
them.
That's what a lot of people.
And that was how many years ago? 3?
Yeah, watch the
At least 3?
orb opening event. The mouse on orbs will get you double
Oh,
points.
right? I'm still sitting on 20 or 30. 'cause I
You'll get
only
all
open
these
them
players
for
that
all
haven't
this.
played in forever be like, oh, I got them all saved. Oh, they're still. I'm opening my account back up. Oh shit, it's been 30 days. They archived it. Who knows? Maybe. We'll see. Well, anyways, my beer is out, so I think we're done with our thing. So appreciate those of you that actually stayed listening to the whole thing. If you didn't, then you didn't hear this anyways, and it's your loss. So suck up. But anyways, thank you. Appreciate you. Peace.
Until next time.
Until next time, yeah. Hot Tub Talk.